From Lost Girl Therapy. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if your entire TikTok or Instagram feed is filled with people telling you that things don't work out and it's not going to go your way and you're never going to heal and it's never going to get better, why is it surprising that you then start to believe that it's not going to go your way and it's never going to work out and it's never going to get better? What the mind internalizes is what we surround ourselves with, and that is really important on a healing journey. It's important on a chronic illness journey. It is important in every aspect of life. If you are constantly getting messages from outside of you, and 80% of those messages are, none of this works, and only 20% are, oh, it worked, your brain is going to go, well, the people who it worked for is a fluke. It's a one-off. Why would I believe that? And if you're seeing 80% of everyone else saying, it didn't work, it's never going to work, it's never going to happen, it doesn't work. I have POTS. I have chronic illness. I had to redo my entire feed to surround myself with messaging that said it could change, to see messages of hope. And the only reason that I did that was because I found myself scrolling one day past messages of hope. I was in such a deep place of this is not going to work, it's never going to work out, I'm never going to get better, that I would actually scroll past the creators who were healing, who were getting better, because I would have this rise up of judgment and being like, I can't believe they got better, there's no way that this is going to happen, it's never going to happen, look at all of these people that it's not getting better for, myself included. And that was such a heavy mindset, because it is not one that is based on hope or self-trust. And I fully understand being in the depths of hell and the depths of darkness and saying, it's not getting better, I don't have a way out of this. But there is a difference between a circumstance thrusting you into that headspace and you choosing to stay in that headspace. And for me, I was choosing to stay in that headspace, because even if I had wins, even if I had small moments of like, I could stand for a minute and a half today as opposed to, my normal 30 seconds, I would just go, well, today was a good day. That doesn't sound like a positive, right? It doesn't sound like I'm doing something like exciting and joyful. I didn't say, yes, this is an amazing win. I would just leave it like, that's a fluke. So any positive feeling that I had about healing was immediately negated by my own negative outlook. What we surround ourselves with attracts more of it. So if we are surrounding ourselves with negative outlooks, we are then attracting a negative outlook. We're increasing our own negative outlooks. And the healing process is so nuanced that if we are consistently trying to go up against a negative outlook, how do you cultivate hope? How does a light begin to shine in a room without oxygen? It can't. So, balancing out the scales might be helpful. It's not to say that there aren't going to be days where it is really hard and it is really dark. And this is not to negate the personal experiences where you're in the depths of hell and you feel horrible and everything is awful. Because I go back and I watch my old content and I remember that. I can feel it. I can remember the times where people would say like, it's going to get better. And I would be like, no, it's not. No, it's not, because this is my legitimately 10th day on the couch. This is my 4th time in the hospital. This is my 10th MRI. It's not getting better. And now when I look back at those videos, I can see two things very clearly. Number one, my physical experience was very real. It was painful and it was raw. And my mental experience was exacerbated by what, not just my lived experience, because that is a very natural connection, but it was exacerbated by me surrounding myself with an outlook that didn't allow for hope. And in a healing journey, your lived experience and your mental experience go hand in hand. But when we get that outside influence that overpowers both of those things, there is very little room for the light to grow.